Welcome to Dodger Stadium. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Man, Singy, he was on a whole different level in his last game. What an effort.
Yeah, Boog, he had that look in his eye from the jump. Really had the hitters guessing all day. So much confidence on the mound, and the stats back it up.
Pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. And today's starting pitcher, Big Tyler Glasnow. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport, Singy.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year. A sub 350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub twos. They're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year. Opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
The pitch. Swing and a miss.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Glasnow ready and deals. Just misses with that one.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
The 1-2. That's to third, and that's foul. Just foul. Next offering 2-2. Down low and in the dirt.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Cut out and missed. Curveball struck him out.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Turkey Stearns stepping to the plate now. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Glasnow, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a 2-seamer. One down, base is empty. Popped up left side. Betts. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Batting third.
Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. And Singy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in a lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all.
Ouch.
That hit him. Take your base.
Yeah, the batter now, Alan Trammell. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Two outs. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Goes down looking. Tigers leave one, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in L.A., showing the slab in today's game, Reese Olson.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Hit weakly on the ground. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting second.
Here's the Dodgers lineup now.
Mookie
And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Gil Hodges.
And Boog, he's got some of the biggest power around. I mean, just light tower power, not little wall scrapers, just getting over, man. He hits absolute moonshots. Guys on both sides of the ball are actually admiring some of the ones he hits. Batting practice, always a show with him. And you kind of hold your breath every time he comes up to the plate during a game. Stop what you're doing. Don't want to miss it. And the pitchers are always aware that he's at the dish.
Mookie Betts in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
Betts can claim something not many players can. He's won the World Series playing in the National League and the American League. All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
That's down and in. That one missed.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away.
Batting third, catcher Mike Piazza.
2 down, bases empty. Mike Piazza digs in now. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. First pitch misses. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one back there. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. And that's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And up next for Los Angeles, Duke Snider. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Gloves it on the dive. In the dirt. Great pick. Got him. What a play.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Back here at Dodger Stadium. Now it's going to be Kerry Carpenter. Carpenter hitting fifth in today's lineup. And he's usually in right, today starting in left. That one's upstairs, ball one.
Boog, if I was to break it down and make it simple, I would say right field's kind of a chill spot compared to left field. Left field's that second hot corner in my opinion.
Ball. 2-0.
And another ball. And there's the automatic.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Hard ground ball, base knob. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting sixth, second baseman
Gleyber Torres up
Torres.
to hit. 2 for 6 so far in the series. And a foul ball. Next pitch is outside. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson. A consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
Good take by Torres. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great. That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
And here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with
Batting
1 gone.
third baseman Andy Ibanez.
And up next for Detroit, Andy Ibanez. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. No score here in the second.
Ball. 1-1.
That's towards center. Snyder. And there's 2 away.
Batting ninth, pitcher Reese Olson.
Now here's the Detroit pitcher, Reese Olson.
How many times have we seen an early at-bat change the course of a game? It happens every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here.
Right through there for a strike. 2 on, 2 outs. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner around third. He'll score, and the Tigers have the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0. So that's hit number 1 of his major league career. Not sure how many more of those he'll get, but it's still cool for him for sure.
Yeah, pitcher or not, that first career hit is one of the most special you'll ever get. Every person that's played this game at one point swung the bat. I think he'll have the ball front and center on his trophy case for a long time. There's something pretty special about a player hitting 400 career home runs. Wow. He's one shy of that mark right here, so this could be an historic at-bat.
Kaline would reach 400 career homers with one more long ball. 2 on, 2 outs. And a foul ball.
Well, let me say when he hits number 400, that's really special. Not even 70 players in MLB history have done it. Al Kaline didn't. Neither did Joe DiMaggio, Larry Walker, Jim Rice, Orlando.
There's a swing and a drive. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. A run comes into the play.
Well, everyone is thinking, Ed, would the runner have scored from first if the ball stayed in the park? We'll never know, but they do get a run across with a chance to do more damage in the inning.
Here's the center fielder, Turkey Stearns. 0 for 1 so far. And that one upstairs, ball 1. And that's in for a strike. And they count 1-1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in the 3rd and final game of the series. On the ground to the left, Muncy fires to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Now to the bottom of the 2nd. It's the Tigers 2 and the Dodgers nothing. We head to the bottom of the 2nd, and now it's going to be Gil Hodges.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And that skips in the dirt. And a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Max Muncy.
Max Muncy at the dish. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
First offering misses badly for ball 1. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. Right through there for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. One down, base is empty. And that's down and away.
Full count.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And there's ball 4.
That's ball 4.
You know,
Take it
I
ready.
think he's okay with that
Batting
outcome.
7.
It wasn't an
Left
intentional
fielder,
walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Hernandez.
Man at first. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. That's a strike.
Ha!
Grounded to third, could be 2. Over to Torres. And that's 2. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We get on down to the top of the third. It's the Tigers 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Welcome back.
Leading
Let's
off
take a look
for
at how the
Detroit,
series has
first
played out
baseman,
so far.
Hank Greenberg.
Glass now back to work. Hit softly on the ground to third, and it goes just foul.
So here's an interesting note on Glasnow. He's been known to look at photos of people he doesn't like before it starts. It's a way for him to kind of get angry, and then he carries that anger out to the mound to help him pitch. It sounds like a good strategy to me, but I wonder who he's looking at.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Two and two.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Piazza gets it to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Oh, big power guy right
Yeah,
there and
shortstop,
generating so
Alan
much bat speed.
Trammell.
It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And next will be the Tiger cleanup hitter, Alan Trammell. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one
That missed.
misses.
That's the ball.
1-0.
Yeehaw!
The shortstop takes the ball. Up and in. And now 3 balls and a strike. And that's fouled off. Here's a high fly ball out to center. He's got it. 2 down.
Up next for the Tigers, left fielder,
Now
Gary
a chance for
Carpenter.
Kerry Carpenter. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Offense held in check there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Tigers 2 and the Dodgers nothing. And we're back. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman.
Right fielder, Tommy Edman.
And that is in for a strike. 0-1. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Just off the outside edge. And the count 1-2. And downstairs. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 2-2 now. That's inside. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Tyler Glasnow steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Torres over to first, and two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
And now Jackie Robinson grounded out his first time. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And a bunt towards third. And that's just foul. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug. No question about it. But the really good offensive teams combined. Fires over to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They trail things here 2-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres. That one in the dirt. Ball 1. And it's fouled away.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium. I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. It's slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That misses. And the count now even up.
2-2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And he hits a ground ball right side, and foul ball. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. Here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 1. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Timing
Now
on the
batting,
swing was
third
good.
baseman,
Able to shoot the ball up the
Andy
middle.
Ibanez.
Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here's the third baseman, Andy Ibanez. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike. Rogers stands at first with 1 out. Hit on the ground, might be 2. To Betts at second for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Now batting, the pitcher, Reese Olson.
Reese Olson up now for the Tigers. RBI single his last time up. And first offering is fouled off. Good eye right there.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Here's a 1-2. And a breaking ball misses outside. High chopper to third. Muncy whips it across, and the inning is over. 1 left for Detroit as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Saying you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed.
A dive, and he can't haul it in. And that's a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Mike Piazza steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Outside low, ball 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home, the throw in. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 2-1.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Duke Snider steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Grounded out his first time up. Right down to shoot. 0-1. One on, nobody out, a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. On the ground right side. Slides, but it gets by him. Piazza around second, headed for third. Now second and third, and nobody out.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Gil Hodges steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
It's 0-1.
Inside. And it's a ball and a strike. Tap foul at the plate.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high, but you got to protect the zone. And then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Here's Muncy to hit. Walked his first time. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Two on, one out. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. One runs in, the second run scores. It's 3-2.
No, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1. That's way outside, and that is ball one. Man at first, one away. In the dirt, but kept close. Tag, save at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Man at second. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it one-hops the wall. Muncy comes in to score. And they lead by 2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. He just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
One out. Runner, it's intentional walk coming here, and that sets up the double play possibility with one away and runners at first and second.
The pitcher.
First and second, one out. Tyler Glasnow, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. Trying to move the runners over. Out on the sac bunt.
Now batting, second baseman Jackie Robinson.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Reese Olson won't go any further, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for Detroit.
So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen. Matt Manning.
At this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
So the lineup flips over. Jackie Robinson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Has grounded out a couple of times. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Line to left. And that is that. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. We played 4. It's the Dodgers 4, Tigers 2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Fastball for a strike. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking. Foul ball.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job. Just couldn't keep it fair.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Now this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
So up next, Turkey Stearns. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strikes.
The Tigers trailing by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. And another ball.
2-0.
One down, base is empty. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And there's a foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Greenberg will hit next. 0 for 2 in this one. That's in there. 0-1. Greenberg, a former MVP, 24 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. That one to first, and it goes just foul. And now 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 out, space is empty. And the next pitch is way outside. A little bit low. Alan Trammell waiting to hit for Detroit. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Hit on the ground to short. Betts slings to first, and the Tigers retired 1-2-3. Tigers fail to make any noise. Still down by a count of 4-2. Back here in LA, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Mookie digs in here.
Mookie Betts.
And the sweeper is off the plate.
You know, these Dodgers really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 and 2's the count.
That one is hammered right field. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Mike Piazza. That misses the zone. 1-0.
1-0.
No outs. Runner on second. Swing and a foul out of play. Man at second. Back up the middle and a base hit. Betts around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 5-2.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Duke Snider. 1 for 2. Fastball for a strike.
No balls. 1 strike.
Piazza gets his lead at first with nobody out. On the ground, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Gil Hodges steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That's in there, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
Late with the swing there.
0-2.
And that one ripped into right. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. A walk, and he's also singled. And first offering is fouled off. That one inside. Look out. One run across in the frame so far. Last half of inning number 5. And there's a ball.
2-2.
And it remains 2-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Up next,
love how he
for
let
the
that ball
Dodgers,
travel,
left
trusted his
fielder,
hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez getting ready to hit.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Ball.
Could be some action here on this next
2-0.
pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two outs. That's
Yeah.
in there, and it's 2-1.
That's the ball. Outside.
Tommy Edman waiting to bat for the Dodgers. High fly ball out towards left center. Carpenter brings it in, and that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 5-2. Back after this on the show. And we're back. Top of the 6th inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Alan Trammell. Glass now back to work. That misses
That's the
the
ball.
zone. Ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Evan Phillips looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Scott, the lefty, warming up as well. The shortstop takes the ball.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Swing and a miss at a slider.
2-2.
Fastball is outside.
We got a full count.
That one misses.
Take your base.
So a
Ball
leadoff
4.
walk.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have
Now
easily
batting,
been called a
left
strike in that
fielder,
location.
Kerry Carpenter.
And next up for the Tigers, Kerry Carpenter.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important.
Slings to second, back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
The 0-1. Popped up. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down that time. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Dodgers 5, Tigers 2. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. That one down the line,
and
that's just foul. The 0-1. And that drops in for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Jason Foley, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. And ball 1.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Off the mark there. 2-2. And a good eye there.
Ball. Full count.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Stays alive. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
The Dodgers going with a pinch hitter. Freddie Freeman, a runner at first for him, nobody out.
Very humble guy, and on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boogies.
That's the ball.
Just trying to stay with the plan.
1-0.
And that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, let it travel.
Yep. To short, could be 2. 1 at second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Second baseman Jackie Robinson.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now here is Jackie Robinson. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That one drifts inside.
Ball.
And a swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Ground ball left side. Sends it to first. And that is that. Dodgers go down quietly, and it remains 5-2.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back.
Dodgers.
We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
59.
Evan Phillips.
Evan
This is his third
Phillips.
time out this year. Now, Jake
Leading off for the
Rogers.
Tigers,
He's
catcher
2 for
Jake
2.
Rogers.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that's
No,
outside.
that's out.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And that just
that's the ball.
misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So digging in, Andy Ibanez. He was late there, strike one. Phillips,
Zero balls, one
a
strike.
very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering
1-2.
way off the plate.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
And that one
Ball.
misses up and in. And the count is
2 balls,
even,
2
2-2.
strikes.
One down, base is empty. And that's
You got a full
outside.
count.
As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, his stuff is just too good to fail.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's deep. And it's gone. His first homer of the year, and they cut into the deficit. It's 5-3.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look
Pitching
easy,
for
that's for
Detroit,
sure.
number
So they
31,
turn to a bat off the
Riley
bench
Green.
for the pitcher, Riley Green.
Pretty surprised they're going with the pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
Misses
Outside,
outside,
ball.
and that's ball 1.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
2-0. And another
Down,
ball. Phillips. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. Pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
And that's ball 4.
That's out.
And
Ball
that'll
4.
bring the tying run to the plate.
It's tough after falling behind a
Now
hitter
batting,
2
right
balls and no
fielder,
strikes,
Al
but
Kaline.
now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Evan Phillips won't go any further tonight. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
So the
for
Dodgers have a new arm on the mound. Leighton
Number
Trinan.
49.
He's making his 4th
Blake
appearance of the season.
Trinan.
Back to the top of the order, Al Kaline digs in now. And a major milestone is right around the corner. One home run short of 400 for his career. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Snyder going after it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's two down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the
Now
first
batting,
hitter he
the center
faces.
fielder,
Just makes
Turkey
everything
Stearns.
slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
And now the center fielder, Turkey Stearns. And delivers outside. Green off of first with two away. Next offering is fouled back. And now two balls and a strike. Gets the strike. That is the sweeper. Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty. One hit in the inning, a solo homer. Seventh inning stretch time. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Tigers 3.
Now pitching for Detroit.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start
Number
the bottom of the
68.
seventh. Jason Foley.
Jason Foley.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Mookie to hit.
Leading off for the Dodgers.
He's a guy that covers
Shortstop,
both sides of the plate
Mookie
about as well as
Betts.
anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn
One
on
ball,
the
no
inside
strike.
pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Turns and fires to Betts. Strike on the inside corner.
1-1.
Pitch misses there. 2-1. Outside with a breaking ball. That one misses.
Outside,
So a
ball
leadoff walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just
Now batting,
mentally prepared,
the catcher,
knowing that if it's not on the tee,
Mike
you're going to take that
Piazza.
pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Piazza stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing
0-1.
there, but went around. Nobody out. Runner at first. The other way. And out number one on the grab.
That's a big first out of the inning.
Now
He
batting,
showed off his
center
skills catching the
fielder,
line drive,
Duke
but most importantly,
Snyder.
he kept the runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little different if he didn't make that play.
Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Duke Snyder. Just off the outside edge.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And that one hammered. Stearns moving back on it. And that one is out of here. He'll touch them all. His second home run of the series, and they add to their lead. It's 7-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Gil Hodges. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's outside. And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
And a ground ball to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Good arm side run to that
Now
same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Here comes Max Muncy.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
Foul ball there. Just missed. Warning track. Whoa. And you can touch them all, baseball man. He sends one out the opposite way. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 8-3.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Jason Foley done for the night. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher for the Tigers, Tommy Kahnle.
For Detroit,
And with the big deficit on
number
the scoreboard,
43,
he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So 2 down. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. That one ripped left field. That's back there. Going, gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add on. It's 9-3. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Tommy Edman at the plate. A couple of walks and a strikeout. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1. That's a little bit low.
That's the ball.
Foul ball. Four runs already in the frame. Here, the bottom of the seventh. Next offering is downstairs. And a swing and a miss.
Full count.
Outside, and that is ball four.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And that is out of play. He goes down looking. But they go deep 3 times in the inning and score 4. 8th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 9 and the Tigers 3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Anthony Banda.
Now
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Hank Greenberg now at the plate. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Banda, a 6'2" southpaw, 220 pounds, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2012. Now the 0-1. There's the strike.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into the 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Up and in. Now 1-2. That to right. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Alan
Here's the shortstop
Trammell.
at the plate, Alan Trammell. Right through there for a strike.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that
1 strike.
first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
1 down, base is empty. Fastball for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Tap dances out of the way of that one. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The Dodgers up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Breaking ball, and that got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and
Now
he hit
batting,
him.
left fielder,
Next
Harry
to hit, Harry
Carpenter.
Carpenter. 1 for 3. Just missed.
No, that's low. Ball.
Trammell over at first with 1 away.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Grounder might be 2. Robinson tossed to second. To Hodges in time. That's an inning-ending double play. This one pretty well decided at this point. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Dodgers 9 and the Tigers 3. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
There's a strike. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
And a fastball misses outside for a ball. The count now 2-2. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's one down. Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Here's Betts.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Mike Piazza steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Piazza.
Breaking ball inside. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Strike 1.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient, because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
2 down, nobody on. We're in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next pitch is outside. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Close, but called a ball. And now 3-2.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Dodgers down in order. They lead at 9-3. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound,
Now
Alex
pitching for the
Vesia.
Dodgers.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle
Number
sometimes
51.
when they're called upon with big leads
Alex
because it just doesn't
Vesia.
have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental
Leading off
toughness
for the
matters in
Tigers,
situations
second
like this
baseman,
as well.
Gleyber Torres.
Here comes Gleyber Torres. First
Nope,
offering, and
that's
it
in.
just misses. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Clayton Kershaw looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Yamamoto, the right-hander, also getting loose. That's in for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Here's a 1-1. And a strike to Gleyber.
1 and 2 is the count.
That one
2-2.
way inside. Swing and a pop-up. Robinson hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, catcher Jake Rogers.
Jake Rogers will hit next. And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting in today's world of baseball compared to when you played. A good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
And another ball. I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page. And that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers. That one fouled off.
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room. It's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
2 and 2.
One down, base is empty. Swings through it for the K. Just one out remaining for the Tigers. So the bullpen doing a nice job
Now
backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Ibanez
Ball,
in the
that's
box
outside.
here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Wood.
Next offering is in for a strike. This could end it. Into center and a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, pitcher Tommy Canley.
The Tigers going with a pinch
Pitching
hitter.
for
Parker
Detroit,
Meadows.
number 22.
And he's got a
Parker
little pop in
Meadows.
his bat, Boog. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
That one
Ball.
missed.
1-0.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Upstairs.
No, that's up.
– 2 Swing and a ball popped up. Hodges settles under this one. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
9-3 your final here in this one. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.